Imagine an African army standing against a European empire, not in the 21st century, not with modern technology, but in 1896. At the center of the storm was Ethiopia. Italy wanted to expand its colonial empire into the Horn of Africa, and Ethiopia stood in its way. The tension exploded after the Treaty of Wuchala created a bitter dispute over whether Ethiopia had accepted an Italian protectorate. Emperor Menelik II rejected the Italian interpretation. He would not surrender Ethiopia's independence, and Italy decided to force the issue. But Menelik was preparing. Thousands of Ethiopians answered his call. Farmers, warriors, nobles, women who supported the massive mobilization. From across the empire, they marched toward the battlefield. Before we continue, subscribe for more powerful stories from African history, because what happened next would shock the world. By early 1896, an enormous Ethiopian force had gathered in the highlands. Their leader was Emperor Menelik II. Beside him stood Empress Taytu Betul, a powerful political figure who strongly opposed Italian expansion. Across the mountains, Italian forces advanced under General Oreste Baratieri. They believed the Ethiopian army could be defeated, but the terrain was brutal. Steep mountains, deep valleys, narrow passes, and unfamiliar roads. On the night before the battle, both armies prepared. Thousands of Ethiopian soldiers waited in the darkness, weapons ready, the mountains silent. Then, dawn arrived. March 1st, 1896. Adwa was about to become history. As the sun rose, the Italian army moved through the mountains, but the Ethiopian forces were waiting. The battlefield erupted. Gunfire echoed across the valleys. Ethiopian soldiers attacked from multiple directions. Italian units became separated. Communication broke down. The difficult terrain turned against them. For hours, the fighting continued. Wave after wave of Ethiopian forces pressed forward. The Italian army struggled to coordinate its positions, and gradually, the battlefield began to collapse around them. By afternoon, the Ethiopian victory was becoming undeniable. Thousands of Italian soldiers had been killed, wounded, or captured. The remaining forces retreated. The battle was over. Ethiopia had won. Adwa was more than a